Hey, you right guys, Joe from Hunters Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 2 of House of the Dragon season 1. Last episode was actually very strong. I think majority of people are very satisfied with the first episode. I did a poll on YouTube and here's the results of what most people said, rating out of 10, so 9 out of 10 seems to be the consensus. I gave it a 9 personally. I wouldn't say it was quite a 10 out of 10, and would you say it was up there with the premiere of Game of Thrones? I don't know. I think the premiere of Game of Thrones was better, but I think this was off to a better start than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, I'm invested. I'm curious where the story's going to go. I think the characters are intriguing enough, and it's good to be back in like a big, grand fantasy world like we haven't been for 3 years. So, yeah, and I know this week we have the Lord of the Rings show as well. So I'll of course be reacting to that when that starts. So I think that's on the Thursday, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, episode 2, guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe, as we'll be reacting to every single episode of House of the Dragon. And if you want to join us on Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, then the links will all be down below in the pinned comment and the description. But for now, let's do this. Oh, intro. I forgot about that. Same song. They've gone with the same song. Why not? Why not? It is a banger. They know it's a banger as well. I love it. I love it. Same kind of style, but stylized better. Like the lighting looks awesome and stuff. How did they film this? I mean, well, CGI exists, so that's probably how, but I don't know if it is part miniatures as well, or that's cool. I'm happy with that. I'll say I'm happy with that intro. All the blood converging in, going down like a well or something. Oh, the crab eater. We heard about this from the last set. Imagine a load of crabs just eating your flesh. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? What a way to go.
I want to seize the stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
Crab feeder, that's it, not the crab eater. It sounds like he just eats crabs.
Daemon has squatted there for over half a year.
Oh.
Without even a protest from the crown.
I'll caution you.
It's been half a year. There you go.
You have dragon riders, father.
You bloody what?
Send us.
At least the princess has a plan.
All the men are shut like... What's going on? Orders from a woman, what? You know they're quivering in their boots.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
Yeah, great. What's the point? Yeah, she might be in the succession, as they say, but I don't think it's like going to make a difference at the moment. Maybe a little bit. She's in certain rooms which she wouldn't usually be in.
Sir Desmond recently brought a would-be poacher to justice.
Oh, he brought a poacher to justice.
Son of Lord Lyman Mallister of Seaguard. Winner of the melee at Cider Hall.
Oh, he's got suave hair.
These knights have combat experience beyond capturing poachers.
One. All but one. The worst one.
Son of the steward of the Lord of Blackhaven.
Yeah, he's the charmer. The good-looking
Be
one.
welcome, Sir Kristen.
Sir Arlen Dondarrion knighted me after we raised two of the watchtowers along
I'm
the road.
recognising all these names. I know they're not the same, I'm just like the family name.
My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Well, she has a point.
Of course.
This guy's actually a bit of a knob.
Let us
I
stand
was
for
kind of
Kristen
rooting for
together.
this guy in F1 for a bit, and then towards the end of the ep, and now here I'm like, nah, you're right. Otto. So apparently she is Olivia Cook, but the younger version of whoever she plays. Well, whatever her name is, I don't know her name yet.
You do have such an easy way about you, Your Grace.
Yeah, he's such a suave, chill guy, isn't he? Did that look kind of bad to anyone else? Oh, that was just me. What was actually the budget for this season, I do wonder. I bet these two are going to become like enemies of some sort. Like we've kind of seen the origins in this season of their friendship. But, I mean, she was kind of promised the crown at a certain point and it went one way and she didn't get it, so... Not actually, no, because I guess maybe. Butterfly effect. You don't know.
Thank you.
These two are gonna hate each other at a point. Like I say, I watched one trailer, so I don't know what it shows. That's why I didn't even know Olivia Cook was that character.
As king, it is my obligation to avoid war until such time it is unavoidable.
Check this guy out.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it. But you must never await its coming.
Ooh, I like this guy. He has a way with words.
Wed our daughter Lena. Unite the two great surviving Valyrian houses.
It's a good plan. I don't think he'll do it though. Is Lena Olivia Cook's character, I'm assuming. I'll get the names down. Like I say, Game of Thrones took me a few eps to crack it down.
I loved your mother very much.
As did I.
Does she know that he not killed her, but kind of? Nice. Some nice maggots to get you through the day.
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace.
The digit.
The maggots
Oh,
will remove the
no.
dead flesh and
Nope.
hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
I'm good. I might take it off. Take my finger off, it's fine.
A match with their daughter would go a long way towards sealing the breach.
Shit, this guy was wise counsel knowledge.
I dearly loved my own lady wife.
My own lady wife. Yeah, sure, mate. Otto. Wait, is that her?
What was it like flying the Black Dread? You Valerian's
Wait,
lost
what? I
rider.
thought it was... No, okay. Old times have been wild. And...
I would give you many children of pure Valerian blood,
Right.
so that we might strengthen the royal line and the realm.
What the fuck's going on? I'm gonna drink my apple juice. Old times be on absolute crack. I'm talking like this is history and this all happened. But you know what I mean.
I not asked for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Lena is your daughter, Princess. Does it bother you?
Got him.
Of course it does.
Well, there you go.
And chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of
Ooh.
age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir.
She's good. She's alright. Unfortunately.
But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys.
Get wrecked.
The queen who never was.
Ooh.
The need to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
They're both dishing out points.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
Do we know if she ascends the throne? I'm not sure. Because they were pretty accepting of Cersei, I guess. Not everyone, but it... Yeah, I don't know. Not that they really had a choice. Even then, not really, so I don't know. Is she repaired the little dragon ornament? That's going to be my guess. Oh, she has.
I asked the stonemasons to mend it.
Strong guess.
Come.
Come! I wasn't fretting over a little stone at all. Oh, Otto, the most blobby character, makes no sense.
Patroxios introro macetas, exis nuit.
The hour of the bat. Let's see. He lost a dragon egg. That's unfortunate, mate.
And is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe's
So he
cradle,
stole it.
in the custom of House Targaryen.
Could have probably asked for it,
The
maybe, no?
prince has invited you to his wedding.
We shouldn't be going to weddings, because we know how weddings end up.
The realm is watching, Your Grace.
What would you have me do? Send him to the wall? Perhaps I could put his head on a spike.
Yeah, probably. Probably a good idea.
Your drum on Damon Latas.
He's going to have taken the good one.
Romon hidrotso iles.
Dreamfire. Well, I mean, that sounds like a pretty cool dragon, so...
Matzombile.
Oh.
Hidrate
Okay. Oh dear.
You're the most comely guard court. Why do you destroy yourself?
Well, we kind of room for Owen at one. That's sick. Damn. Looks different to how we remember it before it all crumbled away. Wow. That's mad. This is a TV show.
You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore.
Oh, he's stepped in it now.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
Bro, like this is going to help him make him move at all.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Oh, was that him? Oh.
Lady Mysaria is to be my wife.
This is an abomination.
Mate, you're being a bully to Damon and his wife. What is this? I'm kind of team Damon on this. Just because I was a knob.
You've come for the egg. Here it is.
You ain't gonna drop it. There's no way.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Okay. Chop Otto's head off. In Ep 2, I don't know about that. That's so cool, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna want to step in that. What now? Oh, that's sick. The pause. That's potting. He likes her as well, so who might?
What are you doing here, princess?
Well, you ain't getting the job done, Otto, so... I just snuck in and stole it somehow. Well, I'm not saying personally, but...
To be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it. And be done with all this bother.
He does, imagine. Up to. And she has a point, at some point that's going to have to happen if you want the throne. Wow. That egg got tossed around a bit too much. Mission complete? No thanks to you, Otto, you did nothing. Damon's a badass, to be fair.
Your child.
Perhaps when we are wed, we can make that true.
Oh, okay. He lied about that.
Liberated. From what?
Fear.
So you want to be liberated from fear, and you teamed up with Damon, who chops guys' knobs off. Well, yeah. Someone did tell me in the comments, to be fair, he chopped a rapist's dick off, so that's kind of makes it a bit better. That's not as bad. I thought he was just going around chopping knobs off. No, I knew they were like criminals and stuff, but yeah, that kind of makes sense.
But Driftmark makes for a better ally than it does an enemy. The sea snake has made a calculated reach.
He should be hand of the king. This guy, I mean, he doesn't look like much of a fighter though.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Oh, you didn't even know she... Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He didn't seem very panicked about it.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. Feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Oh, definitely not. He was flopping at that. I'll tell you that for a fact.
By marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us.
Yeah, we don't really have like a clear villain yet, I feel. Like, you could argue Damon, but not really. I'm not saying we need one just yet, run up to. I'm just somewhat noticeable.
I have decided
There we
to
go.
take a new wife.
The big reveal. Otto's
I
daughter.
intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower before spring's end.
Oh, there you go. Get wrecked, I guess. Well, he's got way cooler hair than Otto, so I'll say that. Yeah, Otto's loving it. This is where the little not rivalry comes in, but maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna marry your best mate daughter if that's cool.
For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea with grit.
I was going to like the enemy or something. The crab gobbler.
Made from the same cloth.
Who we got here? Oh, he's gone to Damon. Not the crab gobbler. That's because of the sculpture. Maybe we have our villain then.
A Mirish prince is feeding Westerosi sailors to the crabs.
I've been petitioning the king to send my navy to the territory in the free cities who wish to see Westeros weakened.
Yo, I'm kind of liking this crab guy.
The other realm's second sons, Damon. Our word is not given.
Oh, he's going through to him. Oh, cool. Oh, it's forming. Though I was asking who our villain was. Kind of Damon. There will be more villains, I'm going to assume, as it goes on. But I feel like he's not a clear-cut villain, which I like. He's, like, definitely a bit wild at times. We'll give him that. But, yeah, he clearly wants to rise up in the ranks and is a bit stubborn about the place he needs to be in. And yeah, we can kind of see the workings of that, at least in the second half of this episode. The first half was very much so a lot of conversations of like talking about who was going to be the next, not heir, but who he was going to marry next to kind of build his family and make them look stronger than they currently are. So it's been, I think they said, almost 6 months since the passing of his wife. Who I don't know the name of his wife. So yeah, bit of a time skip there, which I assume is going to happen if, like people said, Olivia Cook's going to show up and be that character. So I'm assuming we'll get another time skip as well at some point. So that'll be interesting. I'm curious how many we'll have and how far they're going to go ahead with it. And would it be one of those shows where it's going to jump back and forth, or is it going to be linear and we just kind of get to Olivia Cook at some point? Actually, I'm not like, oh, I do kind of need Olivia Cook in the show, but take its time with it. It's fine. And yeah, I wouldn't say this was as strong as the first episode. I think the first episode was very much so, with throwing so much of the wall and it's all going to stick and we're going to get you gripped. And then this one was very much just kind of building on the characters a bit more and getting you set out for the rest of the season, which I'm completely fine with. I'm all good with that. let's jump on Tracked and see kind of what... I'm assuming this has like a high 70 or something. 79%, so good rating. But this is what made Game of Thrones so great in the earlier seasons, the nuanced characters, rich dialogue, and complex politics. You can feel all the chess pieces being set up and the game starting to be played. I'm absolutely loving it so far, and those opening credits with the original Game of Thrones theme had me feeling some type of way. Yeah, that intro was cool. I'm glad they kind of used the original song or song score, I guess. I don't know. I disagree with other comments that the pacing of this episode is slow. I didn't notice it any slower than any Game of Thrones episode. Every episode doesn't need war or intensity to be satisfying. A good show needs character building to set up further story. Yeah, I think that if this was the first episode, I would have been a bit disappointed. But I think because we just came from like such a huge episode that, like I said, had everything going for it in terms of action, characters, cinematography, music, acting, all that stuff in the first episode, I'm okay with this episode. Again, saying slow-paced makes it sound like it was boring. Slow-paced does not mean boring. One of my favourite... I've been watching Vinland Saga off camera, and one of my favourite episodes just happened, and it was all dialogue. So, I mean, if you've watched these reactions, you know I don't care if it's just all dialogue for a whole episode. I'm fine with that, as long as that dialogue is interesting and engaging and serves a purpose. And the dialogue here absolutely did that. And even then, that was for like 30 minutes, and I felt like in the last 15 minutes we did get a bit more of kind of like, you know, we had our dragons, and I'm never like that. The dragons are cool, but I'm glad they didn't rely on the dragons this episode to like, you know, look, we have dragons. They did do it a couple of times, but I thought maybe we were going to go a whole episode without seeing one. But even then, we had the episode, the scene with Daemon and stuff, so I think that was a really good scene. Yeah, CGI amazing. That whole like shot of them on that wall at Dragonstone was so cool as well. So Otto's weaseled his way in through using his daughter as well, so I'm sure he's happy about that. I was kind of like feeling bad for Otto in episode 1, and now I'm like, no, you know what, Daemon, bully him all you want, I don't even care. So yeah, very good episode. I'm not quite gonna go an 8. I think I might actually agree with this rating that says 79%. I think that sounds about right to me. So I'm going to go a bit lower than that. I think a 7.7 out of 10. I think it was a very good episode. Not as strong as the first episode for me, but it did set up the rest of our story pretty well as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And if you do want the early by a couple hours and uncut reactions to House of the Dragon, then link to the Patreon page will be in the description and one of the comments down below. And I'll see you next week for episode 3. Until then, take care. Peace.